Hello guys, I'm Vasilis, I'm from V&J Success Team, and today we've got you something special for you. First of all, I'd like to greet you and to let you know that today in this video you will have to read a lot on transcript because I'm going to try to speak a little much better, but my accent will be awful again. So please bear with me. I have to tell you that we have a dream and we're gonna show our dream to you next on our videos, but it's gonna be very cool, and I believe that will motivate many people to work like us and try to make this life like we do. So let's go. Today we're gonna present you what we took out of the 10k challenge webinar that Vick did last night, 3 nights ago. And this is why, because many people had came to us commenting with bad thoughts or disappointing comments that they didn't like the webinar because they wanted to get more content, resources, material, and traffic secrets and how to go to the cut to the chase fast. But the thing is, Vic gave a lot of things to the people that were watching this webinar, but very few of them got them. And we had to stay and review the video, the webinar video, 2 times over in order to understand and take the important points from the things that Vic said. The thing is that if we were participating on this video and we were watching this video 1 year ago, we wouldn't understand the same things, because it's a different mindset that make you change what you think and how you perceive many things. So here it is, the review that we did, and let's go together and tell you what we came through after this webinar. Let's start. Vic said something important. You have to say your story often. And this is why. This is because when you talk to people through video and they listen to your story, you can bond with other people and create strong relationships. Because every single person out there has a story that connects with many other people. So you can create your followers, the people, you can gather people that want to follow you because their story connects with yours, and this is very important. Vic said that you have to be humble. This has this meaning. When you're humble, like me for example, that I'm saying you that I don't know to speak English, and you have to read again the transcript. You have to stay low, because when you start from a very low point and you try to climb somewhere higher, you have to make the people believe in you, and you have to be equal to them or lower than them, because many of you out there, or not many, possible the most of you out there may be smarter than we are, smarter than Jason, smarter than me, because you have degrees from universities, because you can speak many languages, because you have traveled to many places all over the world. We haven't done all these things. We are just sitting on a computer. So yes, you can do it also. Then you have to be an everyday guy. Like I told you, you have to be someone that's equal to others and easily accessible. Not to be a snob guy or to try to be someone else, to play a character or a role. This is not good, and the crowd or your people won't like this. Or the best thing you might do is to gather followers that are bad motivated or have a negative mindset, and this is something that you don't want for your business. You also have to build your own success step by step, and you have to put this out to the crowd, to the people that will see it, to the internet, to the social media. you have to build on small successes. If you, Vick said this repeatedly, and all people say this. If you got 10 leads today, you have to promote this. If you had one member today, maybe this does not sound very exciting to your ears. Maybe you want 100 members in a day, but even one is something that someone else does not have today. And this is a small success that you have to build on and focus on. Very important thing is spread goodwill. And this is really important because when you try to make something good out there on the world, when you try to help people, the goodwill will return back to you ultimately. The good actions, when you try to help someone without expecting to get something or without having to think about the money that you're going to get, the money and all the material stuff that you wish for will return back to you because you are doing something good. And this is a general law of success. You have to note this down. But what do you think about my hat? You didn't say something. So if you like my hat, go ahead and like our video. And the next time I might wear something more trendy. Another thing that was mentioned was to motivate people to take action. And this is very important again, because when you try to pass someone a good will and hope to try achieve better things for himself and achieve his goals, again, the positive energy that you try to pass to other people will return back to you. And people will think of you or like someone that's very good and is helping them. Another point was you have to believe you're gonna get there. And this is very important. You have to believe and have a burning desire to go where your goal is. When you believe and you have it all day in your mind, even when you sleep, you're thinking your ultimate goal, your goal is also thinking about you. As crazy as it sounds, it's like the law of gravity that Vick said. It just exists and you have to accept it no matter what you believe in. You just have to accept it. You have to believe every day and every night with all of your will to get your goal, to go to your goal. Something else that was pointed is that you have to associate with successful people. When you hang around with people with negative mindset that talk always about poverty, bad things, killings, or things that saw on TV, this negative mindset will pass on your subconscious without you even realizing it. You just don't know it, but the next day you're gonna wake up and you have a little bit more negative energy in your subconscious, and this is something that you don't want. You want to always hang out with people that have a positive mindset, that they are trying to achieve their goals and they're thinking towards them. Stay away from negative people, stay away from negativity, as hard as it might sound, because many people out there might have that negativity inside your family, might have that negativity on your close friends and your relatives. This is a hard choice, but you have to make it if you want to go further with your goals. Something else that Vick said is to create a team culture, a team vision. And this is something that all big teams like Big Idea Mastermind or the Empower Network or VNJ Success Team are trying to implement to their members. And this is a culture, a positive mindset again, and a culture that we're doing something to help other people. We're trying to make a good out there to the society and help other people create their own business and achieve their goals. So this is very good, because if you have a member that does not have something to think about or expect, then this member will get bored and finally let this over and go to something else. So another point is You have to create your why you became a marketer, and you have to say this all the time. And this is very important because that why is gonna keep you from returning back to your old business or to your old situation that you have in your life. The why that you became a marketer. Is this for freedom? Is this for your family to provide for your kids? Is this for another lifestyle? What's your why? You have to write this down and identify it. Talk with your inner self and find this out. Another point that Vick mentioned is that you have to try harder. And this is because if you quit, your success will never come. When you try and try and try, even if you fail, your success and your goal comes one step closer. Many people quit one step before their success because they don't have the patience to work harder and try once again and try once again. When you learn from your failures, the success will come eventually, and you have to take note of this. Still, something important is that you have to position yourself as a marketer inside your friends or your hangouts or around the people that you hang out with. You have to position yourself like this because you have to believe by yourself that you're doing this job. If you are thinking that this is a part-time job or something that will pass soon, or is it a quick money scheme or something like this, you won't make it to your goal. If you have a great and important goal, you won't make it because you will not believe in yourself and you will not make it as your life plan to follow this kind of job.
Hi guys, I'm Jason from VNZ Success Team. I'm the guy who's holding the camera like for, I don't know, 20 minutes now. My hands are like hurting. Anyway, let's continue talking about what Vic said on the webinar 3-4 days ago. I can't remember exact day. It was night for us, it was morning, like 5 a.m. or something. So let's continue. He said that your income is proportional to the value you give out to your community, to your followers, to the people who are in your circle, to your team. You might not understand this right now, but if you think about it and you do exactly that, you will see a huge difference in your income. So, something else that's very important. How difficult is it to replace you? By that I mean, if you're doing a job and you can be replaced very easily, that means that you're not valuable enough. You have to be valuable in your marketplace. So if you disappear, the marketplace will feel your loss, will need you there. That's how valuable you have to become. Something else mentioned in a webinar is help people go where they want to go. By that is each individual has different needs and different goals and different dreams. Many have freedom, many want to provide for the family. Your goal is to help them. By helping them, you will be able to succeed much faster and they will appreciate it. Help your team also. Don't forget about your team. Your team is something very important. Help every single team member. No matter if he's the best marketer, he's the worst marketer. Maybe he has background in marketing or he doesn't. Help him. Help him go from 0 to 100%, be successful. That's what it's all about. And always focus on the bigger difference. Always. Don't just focus on money or success. Focus on the bigger difference. Think about it. Always try and step out of your comfort zone, because stepping out of your comfort zone will make you do things you never did before. That is when you will change, and that is when you will be become a better marketer, better person, that is when you start succeeding. Also, Vick mentioned that, even if somebody shows you how to be successful, it's up to you to become successful. That's something very important because we as B&Z Success Team, we can show you how to be successful. We can't make you be successful. If you get my point. Make sense? Something else. It was mentioned in the webinar that you have to start promoting yourself and not a third party company, not something else. Because when you start promoting yourself, your team, you start to have your following. You will have the people that will bond with you, that will feel your story, that will feel connected to you. That's exactly what you want. Something that we noted down is very important is if you work harder on yourself, you will make a fortune. If you work hard on your job, you will just make a living. Well, one of the most important things that a marketer must have is his why, a clear message. The why. The why of every individual will always be different. Some people don't have a why. The why is what drives you. The why is what makes you successful. So, as we said previously, what was mentioned on Vick's webinar, on the Big Idea Mastermind 10k challenge webinar, they talked about something important called self-development. In our daily tasks in VZ Success Team, we have daily tasks for us and our team. The first thing we do every single day is self-development. Either it's half an hour, 2 hours. Every single day, the first thing is self-development. That's because it puts you in a very positive and successful mindset. It helps you be successful thinking and positive thinking throughout the whole day, throughout all the processes and all the things you do. In your marketplace, this was mentioned, you have to be generous. You have to be very generous. Give out to the community. Give out to your community, your followers. Always share stuff. Share good, valuable stuff, not just anything. It will be good to share what, let's say you've been trying stuff and something works. Instead of keeping it for yourself, give it out to the community. People will value that. People will respect you for that. So always share what's working. Something else that was mentioned from start to beginning on this webinar is laws of success. As Vasilis previously, sorry for my accent, every time, I'm trying hard for you guys to not look like, anyway, let's continue. I don't have the actor thing. Vick also mentioned something very important. He started the webinar from start to finish and he talked about laws of success. Even if you don't believe in the law of gravity, you live it. It acts around you. This is exactly the same as laws of success. The law of attraction and many, many more. This is something you must consider. I suggest you read about it. There's thousands and thousands of books. We also have a lot of info on our website about it. Something else that was pointed out in the webinar is you have to have clear intentions. What your intentions are daily or in long term. What do you stand for? And that means that you have to stand behind what you say and always be authentic. Don't try and act or try and look as something else that you're not. People understand this, people feel this, except if you're an actor, of course. So that's the reason that we can't perform our own camera. We're marketers and not actors or camera performers or whatever you want to call it. If you like my accent, yeah, click like on our video. What else? So, they also mentioned that people buy from aspiration and ambition. Take that into deep consideration on how you sell to people. Believe 1,000% what you're selling. Only then you'll be able to sell to somebody. Because if you don't believe it, you won't be able to give out emotion. You won't be able to stand behind what you're selling. That's really important. That's why you gotta get all in to be able to understand the feeling, to be able to stand 1,000% behind what you want to promote. Also, you have to claim leadership. To claim leadership in a community, in a marketplace, is something not easy, but is achievable step by step, building upon your successes. You will be able to claim leadership, even if it's starting from yourself. Claim leadership to yourself without having followers. Followers will come. Also, something very important, well, most of these things are important. Success is a decision. If you decide to become successful, you will become successful. There's no doubt about it. You have to decide to become successful. Success just won't come to you. Think about it. Put this in your head. One last thing we would like to say is turn your marketing into events. That's why people like to attend events. That's the little marketing perspective a lot of marketers have, that if you are able to make your marketing to events, you will attract a lot of more prospects, a lot of more members in your team, a lot of more followers. So I think we've covered everything. We would like to say, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please click the link below. If you're watching this video on our website, sign up on the right or the left. I don't know. I always get that wrong. I think it's your right. Yeah, on your right. Anyway, guys, I think we'll talk soon.